What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to do a quick game talk and review going over War of the Monsters on the PlayStation 2. Real hidden gem if you ask me, so please enjoy this footage, this trailer, and stuff talking about this great game. Alright, what is up guys? We are going to be talking about War of the Monsters, which is a fighting game that originally came out for the PlayStation 2. So this was a very big surprise to me when this came out. I was not aware of what it was, and I remember my buddy getting it and us being just drawn to the mechanics of this. I mean, who hasn't wanted to be Godzilla? Who hasn't wanted to be King Kong and see them fight, besides, with the modern movies showing it? Who hasn't seen big giant robots and stuff like that when you watched all the old Godzilla movies and seen how they were all fighting and stuff like that? Who has not wanted to do that? This game finally gave you the chance to do it. Going through the Wikipedia site for just some of the side information and talking about some of the other things. This was originally, like I said, a fighting game on the PS2. It was released in January of 2003, and there was a PlayStation 4 that was re-released in December 2015. The game is an aftermath of an alien invasion of Earth where their hazardous fuels have spawned giant monsters that must battle one another in city elements. The game pays homage to a lot of the old films in Japan and the 1950s science fiction films. Gameplay wise, in War of the Monsters, players take roles of large monsters in city environments. The game plays as a fighting game, yet works differently than your traditional one-on-one structured rounds. Instead, fights can be up to 4 monsters at once, battling in the area. And the camera is third person, obviously, and it allows the players to focus solely on their own character. Now, each character has 2 status bars in the games, health and stamina. Like your standard fighting game, every time a monster takes damage, their health drops. Likewise, whenever a person does one of their moves or something like that, a special ability, their stamina starts to drop off. If their stamina drops off completely, they become stunned and unable to do really anything besides move around for a little bit. Each character has a unique power that they can use, and not only that, there's long-range moves and close-range moves, and there's also the environment to use to your advantage. Besides picking up health pickups and special ability pickups that could fill your gauge and everything, you also can pick up random things around the map. For example, girders, cars, even like antennas and stuff. And when you throw them at your enemy to cause massive damage, and stuff like antennas and stuff, they will actually go through your opponent and cause them to be stuck for a minute and not be able to do anything until they pull out. Like I said, the buildings can be destroyed and the monster directly attacks or is thrown into them, and taller buildings can be toppled over sideways that can crush into monsters, killing them instantly. In adventure mode, along with a series of other fights, there is also boss fights that actually require you to think of what you're doing beforehand, otherwise you are easily going to get beat. It is multiple player. There is split screen via 2 players, or you can just play by yourself. And there's also some other things you can unlock, like different skins for the monsters, different cities, and you can also unlock mini games like dodgeball or just city destruction. The plot, like I said, is set in the 50s. Earth is invaded by alien flying saucers causing massive damage. The scientists of the world create a weapon that is so powerful that it finally destroys the aliens. But once it does this, it releases the hazardous fuel that these aliens use to fund their stuff, and then it starts mutating and causing all these monsters to get huge. So the story mode starts out in Midtime Park, where a giant mutant called Kongor defeats a wave of military forces, but is fought and defeated by the lead monster. So basically you will be in adventure mode. You're going through these ones, you're fighting each monster. Each area is unique to that style monster and what's going on. And then after a few rounds of doing that, you will fight the boss battle. Now, the reception of War of the Monsters was generally favorable reviews according to a video game Metacritic. In Japan, it got a 3 7s and 1 6 for a total of 27 out of 40. And most reviewers praised the game's style and monster roster and how it played homage to a lot of the classic monster movies. GameSpy was equally impressed, noting the destructible environments at that time, which was not very common for games like this. And yeah, just looking over Metacritic gave it an 80 out of 100. And that's, we got GamePro that gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And then even Maximum Magazine gave it a 10 out of 10. So there you go, guys. That is just a quick talk of this great game. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know below if you'd like me to do more videos in the style of this. And I suggest you guys definitely take time to play this hidden gem. Have yourself a great day, guys. And as always, stay retro, my friends. See you later.